The last video we discussed about access to web service in Eclipse. So now we will discuss how to create access to web service client in Eclipse here. Okay. So before creating access to web service client, what are the steps we need to follow here? So first one is we need to create either a Java project or a dynamic web project, and then need to generate the stubs in SRC folder using access to implementation. Then we will create one Java program with main method. In that we will use stub object to invoke the method here, to invoke the web service methods here. So now we will follow all these steps. What are the steps we discussed here is that for that steps we will implement in the Eclipse to create the web access to web service client here. So now we will create access to web service client in Eclipse. So before creating that client application, so let me explain what are the steps we need to follow to create access to web service client. First one is create dynamic web project or Java project. You can create any project. So I want to create a dynamic web project with project name is access to cal service client, then generate stubs in SRC folder. To generate stubs in SRC folder, we know that we required either WSDL file, physical WSDL file, or WSDL URL here. So here I have WSDL URL. So using WSDL URL, I want to generate the stubs here. So before generating stubs using WSDL URL, we need to remember one point here is. So if you want to generate stubs using WSDL URL at the client application, the service should be on the running mode. The service should be in the running mode here, because you are using the WSDL URL. If you are using physical WSDL file, not required to run the service on the server here. So but if you are using WSDL URL, mandatorily service should be on the running mode to generate the stubs here. So here I want to use this WSDL URL, and already my service is running on the server, so that I can generate the stubs in SRC folder. So after that, what is the third step? Create test client dot Java. In this Java file, we need to create generated stub objects to invoke the web services here. So now let me follow all these steps. So the first steps is need to create a dynamic web project. So new, go to others, expand web folder, select dynamic web project. Now enter the project name is access to cal service client. Change this servlet version from 3.0 to 2.5 and click on finish button. So after that, what we need to do is we need to generate the stubs. The second point is what? Need to generate the stubs. So here I want to generate stubs using WSDL URL, so that I want to copy this WSDL URL. So now we need to follow below steps to generate the stubs here. Right click on SRC folder, go to others, expand web services folder. There we need to select web service client. Now enter WSDL URL, and then you need to change web service runtime from Apache Access to access to, because we want to create this web service client using access to implementation. So now this is access to implementation I have selected. Click on OK and click on finish button here. Click on finish button. So now it will generate the necessary stubs here. So now just go to this project, refresh this project. Now expand SRC folder. It has generated the stubs here. So this is the main class which acting as a stub, here. So now we will create this stub object in testclient.java to invoke the web services here. So next one, the third point is what? Create testclient.java. So let me create that Java file. Right click on SRC. Enter the class name testclient.java, and we required main method. This main method here. So the next one is need to create this cal service stub object here. So now let me copy this class name, refactor, rename. So stub equal to new cal service stub. So it throws some exception. We need to throw that exception here. Throws exception. Yes. So inside this stub we have one inner class is there. Let me open that inner class here. So now we have inner class, two inner classes are there, total 3 inner classes are there. One is add, it's a inner class name, and add response and extension mapper here. So need to create this inner class object. So this inner class object we need to set required parameters. Actually I want to invoke add method having 2 parameters. To set that parameters we need to create this inner class object. So in this inner class object we will have some methods. We will invoke that methods to set the required parameters here. So now let us say in our service class we have only one method, that is add method. So that here we have only one inner class, name is add. Let us say if you have one more method in your service class, we have one more inner class is there. Let us say some subtraction like this here. So for each method in the service class we have one inner class in the stub class here. So now we have only one method, so that we have 2 inner classes. One is add response here. If we have another method in this service class, we will have 2 more inner classes, that is that subtraction response here. So we want to invoke add method, so that you need to create add inner class object. Into that object we need to set the required add method parameters here. So now let me create inner class object. We know that how to create inner class object. It's a static inner class, so that we will access this class using this outer class cal service stub dot inner class name is static inner class name is add. So I can say that meaningful name I want to give params. How to create new cal service stub dot add is a static. We are invoking no argument constructor of this inner class here. So after that, so this object contains 2 methods, because we have 2 parameters in the add method. So if we have 3 methods, 3 parameters, we have 3 methods in this params. So here we have 2 parameters are there. So we have 2 methods are there. One is set I. So whatever value you want to set, just you can pass this 20. Same way params dot set j, the second parameter here. So let us say some 30 here. Okay, so now parameters are done here. Now invoke stub dot method name is what? Add method, by passing this add inner class object, that is params here. So params contains the parameters here. So it returns the it returns one response of type called cal service stub add response type here. So we need to create add response object, inner class object. How to create? Cal service stub, it's a static inner class, so that we need to use like this stub. I can say that response res here. Fine. So now in this response you have your return value. We know the return value is int result equal to res dot, we need to invoke one method called get return. You will get that return value. Now you need to print system dot out dot println add result. I want to add this result here. So now let me run this application. Make sure that before run this, service should be on the running mode. My service is already the running mode. So now let me run this application. Run as Java application. Run as Java application. So we got this result here. 20 plus 30 is 50 here. So this is the way we can create access to client application in Eclipse here. So now in the next video we will discuss how to create Apache Access web service and web service client using Access 1 implementation. So using Apache CXF implementation. Thank you.